This video I'm gonna keep it short and simple, and I'm gonna share with all of you guys the path that is the best when it comes to real wealth in crypto and not just money. I'm talking real wealth. Now, I know everyone is actually confused on what paths to pursue because your social media has kind of distracted this space a lot. They're actually trying to tell you another ways of making money, and other guys trying to show another way of making money, so you're confused, right? Now, the top activities that are the most talked in crypto is trading, hodling, yield farming, and mining. And we're gonna go on all of them step by step to show you what was the best with facts and not with what I like or what you prefer or what you want to wear here, because I don't care if you agree with me or not. At the end of the day, I will point facts and I'll say what I have in my mind and what experience have taught me for all of those years. Now, let's go with the two list, I would say, activities that got the least chance. So the whole dilemma with people is trading versus hodling, right? We're gonna go to this later on. Now, let's go with yield farming and mining, because this is a kind of activity that people want to do, right? So when it comes to yield farming, I'm gonna have here some risks which actually tell you why this is not the path you should pursue when it comes to long term, when it comes to investments in crypto. First, you need top tier knowledge, because if you want to yield farm, you need to be experienced so much in crypto in order to understand liquidity pools, the platforms you're in, and you gotta do the proper research on them, right? And this comes with really huge experience in crypto. And this is not that it's a disadvantage to be on this thing, but is that yield farming, the APYs are usually so small and they make no sense in my own opinion. Sometimes projects, they actually lock you with your own money on those platforms, and even if you want to get out at some point, you can get out. Then you got platforms risk, which is something that a lot of people are not talking about. When it comes to yield farming, you're actually trusting another middleman or another website or another platform to actually handle your money. It's a different thing when you actually buy a coin and you store it in your hardware wallet or ledger, trezor, call it what you prefer, right? It's your own thing. Of course, that coin might go to zero, right? But platforms risk is because when you go and stake or when you go and do something with the yield farming, you have to jump in multiple platforms to do all of that. And you have to trust all those platforms. That's the biggest risk, because you don't know if the platform is safe. Then you don't actually know this point here that you got bugs in code on the platforms or in the token itself. So there's so much extra risk when it comes to yield farm, which is not worth it. That's what you need to understand. So don't get manipulated from those crazy APYs and crazy percentages that they give if you lock up your money, because that's how they gonna manipulate you to actually get in there. Sometimes those projects actually put also fake percentages in order to get you in this platform. So not worth the risk, not worth the time. Yield farming is good after you have actually, you're expert in this field and you know how to play and you got a small capital. But yield farm is not for real wealth. I'm gonna teach you real wealth today. So mining, I know also mining is something that people talk because it looks like an awesome activity and techy activity, a new thing. But first you need to understand that it got huge sell pressure and huge sell cost. Now, in order to maintain your, I'm talking for Bitcoin, let's go with that, because there are a lot of mining other coins, but let's go with the legend, right? So you got so much huge costs, right? You got electricity bills to pay, you got all those, I don't know how they're called, the maintaining of the environment. You got so much cost, like buying miners machines. You need also to check them every day. You need also good PCs and all this type of stuff. I'm not an expert on mining, never did mining on myself, but I know how this game is being played. I think it's a big waste of time, because the thing is like this: it's not that mining can't make you money. There's so much costs. There's electricity bills to pay. There's mining machines to pay. There's also maintaining operational fees you have to pay. Then you gotta have your computer's PC 24/7, etc., etc. So it's not worth it. Like, more basically, investing is way better than all of this together. Just buying crypto, you'll make way more money. Like, let's be honest, you'll not make 100x, 200x if you join today in a year via mining BTC, right? Okay, you might say we're gonna mine some other stuff, but yeah, you can do that. But the thing is like this: in crypto, the simpler you keep your activities, the more money you'll make. People always love to tell me about yield farming and mining because they think like there's some advanced things that people actually don't talk much about, and I think real wealth is here. Listen, simple and easy makes money. Just people love to overcomplicate stuff all the time. Just follow what have worked and what have proven to be work. Don't try to be a superhero in crypto. You don't need to actually reinvent the wheel. Now, let's go to this hot topic here, because I know that everyone, not everyone, but a majority of people not agree with me, but what I'll point here for trading and holding is a fact. So let's go with trading. Now, the environment of trading is overly competitive, what I've written here, right? Now, what I mean with this. Now, everything in crypto, this is my perception, everything in crypto comes down to actually the competition you're in, right? So, what does that mean? Market is player versus player. So, when you join in a market or in an activity which is overly competitive, you have risks and you have competitors, because that's how it goes. Now, the competition in trading is way, way beyond your imaginations, because everyone nowadays is learning about technical analysis and trying to actually predict when Bitcoin will go, withdrawing some lines on charts. But listen, guys, technical analysis are good, but the information on technical analysis have been here for many and many years into the marketplace. Go and Google what Aladdin is from BlackRock. Go and look how brokers and institutions trade nowadays. Like nowadays, 60%, it's a fact, 60% of trading is done with robots. So you're competing with bots. Now, what does that mean? They're your competition. That's how hard that path is. You're competing with BlackRock and Aladdin. So the tools you're using are not in imagination of those guys. Like those guys don't even laugh when they actually tell you about TA. Like I've met some brokers, some huge brokers in England and in Dubai, and when I mentioned them technical analysis, they all laugh about, and they got billions of dollars under management. And one funny part is that I don't know if you guys remember Alameda, which went bankrupt last cycle with FTX. They got somewhere in 2021 they were the biggest market maker, right? They had over 5 billion in management. They were huge. They said literally this sentence, and you can Google it: we use technical analysis to manipulate and basically to see how retails and people think, so we go in the opposite direction, right? And of course, you might argue and say, yeah, but that shit failed, right? I agree with you, that shit failed, but that's what 99% of the companies and institution does. Like, there's no one is your friend in crypto, especially those guys. You gotta be careful, because that's how the game is being played. At the bottom, they'll tell you, crypto is worst. At the top, they will tell you that we're gonna go to $1 million per BTC. Look what Tesla did last cycle, for example. You think like they're your friends, but sometimes they will short it, they'll make the money, and they will tell you to go to the moon while they made the money. So this is what I talk about overly competitive, because market is becoming so crowded. Not right now, every 18-year-old that wants to make some money, they go on trading, because it's I would say a lazy activity. They buy a course, they follow that guy, and that's it. Now you gotta understand that you're competing with bots, you're competing with robots. The market is getting over competitive. Like institutions and all those guys got tools that you can never imagine. Never imagine, I can assure you about all of these guys. The second part is there's so much trash information, like which I told you with technical analysis. Right now, every IG guru is telling you that if you draw some beautiful lines, you're gonna make some money. Listen, guys, I'm not against DA. I just tell you what is the best and how big dogs trade. That's what I'm telling. And you might say, yeah, but I'm not a big dog. I don't have those tools, which I agree. But that's why you shouldn't join here. If you don't have the tools, why you should chase an activity which is overly competitive? This is what I don't get with people. Like your IG gurus, the IG that trade and sell you courses online, are not truly successful. You gotta be really careful. This is why I said there's so much trash information, because even when you're gonna join a trading, you're gonna get so much manipulated. You're gonna learn TA. Of course, TA is needed and is a bonus, but that's not enough. Like people don't get how markets move in crypto, how liquidity pools work, how USDT printings affect the market, how USDC printings affect the market, how crypto markets move. There's not some lines that move the market. That's what you need to understand. And sometimes those lines works because it's like a collective thought. Everyone thinks that this support, so we're gonna long it, right? So I'm not saying you can't make money. I'm saying you can, but it's an overly competitive space. Third, stressful activity. What I mean with this, on trading, you got so much pressure on your shoulders. Every single day, you gotta play with your mindset in order to try to make that back that money that you lost. So you're kind of turning into a wheel, and there's so much stress. I've been into trading. On my early days, I tried to trade, and I did that, and it was the worst period of my life because you think like you're doing something because trading is this activity that thinks like you can do something, but at the end of the day you stay in the same place. It's like a dopamine booster. Like people in crypto think that the more stuff they do in terms of taking action, the more they will make in terms of money, right? Which is 100% wrong. In crypto, the more actions you take, the more you risk to do a mistake. This is the attitude you need in crypto. Like on crypto, you need few calculated bets. Now let's go to hodling, which is, this is facts. Risk with hodling is a boring activity, right? Everyone doesn't like to hodl because it's boring. You buy a coin, you wait a year or 1.5 years, and then you sell. People need activities. People need this dopamine boost. People need to do something all the time. But this is what prevents people from achieving real wealth. Because if you study the most successful people in the world, they tell you that investing is all boring. Everyone that pretends to be happy and to be funny when it comes to investing makes the least money. Like look at Soros' quote: "If investing is looking fun and joy, and you're feeling happy about it, you're not making any money. Good investing is boring, and that's part of the game. Like tell me." The guy that bought Bitcoin in 2010. You think that guy is happy holding 5 years? Of course, he's not, because he's super bored. He don't know what to do. He don't know if he actually should sell or hold a little bit more. So this is an activity that people don't like, but that's how real wealth is made. And also it's a patient test, as I've actually shared here, because you gotta be so for so many years into this game. Sometimes it might be even a year, but that's how real wealth looks like. So if you want to pursue real wealth, it's all about hodling. And right now I'm going to teach you about the perspective about the competition, which I see no one is teaching about, no one is talking about. So listen, because this is going to be super important. Now, trading versus hodling. This is a perspective which I'm sure maybe you haven't heard before. Now, so we come to competition, right? Everything in crypto boils down to competition. So the crowd basically is all that people are competing. But right now I'm gonna go in trading first and see who your competitors are, right? Because that's who you're with, what you're competing. That's your competitors. That's the guys that are trying to take your money. So first is exchanges. What I mean with exchanges are actually companies that you actually hold your money, like Binance, Kraken, all of this type of stuff. Right now, most of the exchanges, I'm not telling this is 100% true, but on average, exchanges, and we all know exchanges make money from you from fees, make money from you from sometimes going to trading against you, and that's it. So exchanges love trading. One of the reasons why trading is so popular is because of exchanges, and those exchanges control influencers. And this is like a scheme, because exchanges got billions in the management, right? They pay influencers, they talk about trading and about referral links. That's one of the reasons why trading is overly talked all over the social media. Why is it not hodling? Because those companies don't make money too much on fees if you hodl. They make money if you day trade. They want you to day trade. This is the manipulation that you don't get. And this is not manipulation. That's how they play their games, and they are smart. If you don't understand their games, it's your problem. So yeah. So you're in competition with exchanges, you're in competition with big dogs. With big dogs, I can put VCs, I can put institutions, I can put all those big players in crypto. That's how I call, and I put it big dogs, right? These are also competing with you. Then you got the crowd, which are normal people trading on daily basis. So on trading, let's say you got three competition, right? Now let's talk about frequency, where you got that competition. Usually got on daily or weekly basis, because we all know that on trading, sometimes you can't stay a week without a trade. I've been a trader. There are a few people that stay a week without a trade, but even if you do just in 2 or 3 a month, right? So frequency is daily or weekly basis. That's what I called here, right? Now let's go to hodling. On hodling, where is your competition? You got it big dogs, which are the guys here. You don't have exchanges, as I said. This is another minus here, which is a bonus, because exchanges don't care. They don't want hodlers because they make no money at all. Because if you buy a coin, you just store it after a year, you cash out, they may just fees 2 times, right? Probably when you trade it once and when you cash out, right? But if you trade, they're gonna eat your fees on daily basis, and that's what they love. That's what influencers love, because they get commissions on those fees and they don't show you. Then you got the crowd and normal people. Now you might also got basically you got normal people here, same type of stuff. Sorry, because I was reading something here. Then you got big dogs, which are the same type of stuff, VCs, institutions, because even institutions are here, of course, and VCs on many projects. Now let's talk about frequency, because this is very important. This is what people don't get. So on hodling, you got less competition, you got exchanges, not here. Then the frequency is 2 times only. This is what people don't get. Like, think about it, stop it for a moment and think about it. Now, where is the competition, the frequency of competition when it comes to hodling? It's just once when you buy and just once when you sell. So the competition is 2 times only, and that's the best thing, and I see no one is talking about this. While on trading, you're competing on daily or weekly basis trying to take someone else's money, and he's trying to take your money too. While on hodling, you got just 2 times only. And this is why hodling is why it's 100% better than everything out there. And even if you go on Google top 10 richest guys in crypto, there's not a single trader there. They had all something in common. They either build a business or they either were long-term hodlers. And it's a fact, you can Google. Over 80% of traders lose all their money. So why you need to join in an activity where you got 80% of odds against you? That's all I can say. I'm not saying, again, I'm not saying you can't make money. I'm not saying that trading doesn't work, but it's all about competition. A smart guy enters here, and that's what I teach here and even on my private group. So that's what this video is all about. Try to learn as much as you can. Don't forget to join on my free newsletter below on the bio. Check the link. I share weekly newsletters for content that I can't here reveal in public. So please sign up below and you'll get so much alpha information on weekly or even more on during the week. So enjoy.